Welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to catch up on the progress of ethics legislation at the Capitol in the wake of some very high-profile state and local corruption situations. My guest this segment is Bell Gardens Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia, who is the chair of the Assembly Ethics Committee. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So as you know, usually when it comes to policing themselves, members of the legislature sit on their hands until there is a major scandal. And so right now you have some major scandals going on in the Senate. And so I guess the opportunity is now to strike.
Yeah, definitely. I ran, actually my work before I even ran has been on trying to provide a better government, a more transparent government at a local level. And so when I ran, I wanted to expand that at the state level. And I'll be honest, when I got here, I thought, well, I'm going to have to wait for a while. I'm going to have to chip away at this. I have patience. I'm going to work hard and try to get there. But there is an opportunity here to actually say, okay, there's a problem. How do we close these loopholes? How do we show the public we can hold each other accountable? And so we have been moving a package forward with bipartisan support across my house and now headed to the Senate. But I didn't expect this environment that I'm working in, but I'm definitely going to take advantage of the opportunity that's been given to me.
And the legislature is embarrassed. And because of that, they are ready to pass a lot of this legislation.
I think not just embarrassed. I think we're also ready to say, like, you know what, not all of us behave this way. A lot of us want to follow the rules. A lot of us want to do the right thing. A lot of us want to do our job with integrity and want to have trust with the public. And so I think that's the other piece, too. We realize we need to do our part to rebuild trust. We can't just tell the constituents, hey, trust us. We realize we need to lead by example. And so I think our actions need to speak for us. I think they're responding to that in a responsible manner.
One of your bills, I know, would prevent lobbyists from holding fundraisers in their homes, and that was another scandal that erupted where a lobbyist has been fined well over $100,000 for basically providing gifts over the limit to legislators.
It wasn't just over the limit, it was also not being reported. And so what this does is that it also brings some transparency. Part of being up here, I've also realized now a little bit more about the rules and how we could go around the rules or the loopholes. So, you know, it's the willingness to close these loopholes. It's not that they're having these lavish parties, is that they were exceeding a limit and not reporting any of it that's out there. So we're trying to make sure that, one, we eliminate these exemptions, and two, we bring transparency to the process.
And I think one of the issues that galls many people is that when a legislator gets in trouble, he or she can use campaign funds to basically to hire attorneys or also to pay the fines. And I know you have some legislation in that regard.
Well, ultimately, I thought about it this way. A regular person, a regular constituent can't say, hey, let me take this pot of money that's not my own to pay for my fines. We have our own personal bank accounts, our own personal wallet, and so we think about it. Something as simple as, am I going to pick up this phone and text while I'm driving? You know, we think about that ticket, we're like, no, that's my personal money, I'm not going to do this. And so it becomes a deterrent. When we have legislators who don't have to use their personal money, I feel that there's no point to the fine because it's not a deterrent in any capacity. So we want to eliminate that capacity. We want to make sure they're thinking about what might happen to their personal bank account if they break the rules.
I should also mention that we're not just dealing with the legislature. There are a lot of bills dealing with local office holders, and you certainly have had scandals in your backyard.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I came up through the ranks in the city of Bell, and we all saw how the top administrators were getting paid $1.5 million. The council members were getting paid over $100,000, more than 10 times what they should have been getting paid for really nothing. And we have water boards who are also having a lot of issues. And I think as our new water bond is coming through and we have billions of dollars coming through, we want to make sure that we know what they're doing and how they're spending their money, and we're holding them accountable.
All right. Cristina Garcia, thanks very much for coming by, talking about this package of ethics bills going through the legislature. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable.